Okay, now we're back. Okay, so most importantly, we created one campaign. I'm giving you an overview. We created one campaign, then we targeted, right, people that we wanted. I'm selling shoes, for example, right? Forget about the creative right now. We just want to focus on targeting. We're selling shoes and we are showing our ad to people who've recently clicked on an ad, right? Now, suppose you want to target a number of people similar to this, right? And you want to see which one performs best for you. So what you're going to do, let me tell you about it. I'm going to click on edit again, and if you remember, if I click on suggestions, so you get other keywords as well that are as powerful as this one, right? Facebook is suggesting it. What are you going to do? All right, I'm going to click on duplicate. So that means another campaign like this would be created. And remember, whatever budget you are spending on it, same amount of budget would be spent on that campaign, right? So I start with the minimum, right? So I'm starting with 200, right? I'm going to duplicate it. Everything would remain the same, right? It would just create an exact same copy, whatever we did, right? Copy, it's exactly the same. So what difference you need to do now? When I click on suggestions, I'm going to select footwear now, and I'm going to cancel out shoes. So I've selected footwear, and as you can see, the number of people who've recently clicked an ad on this interest is far more bigger than the targeted, far more bigger than shoes, right? People have shown more interest in footwear, right? So 2.6 million is good, right? So I'm going to rename it from shoes. I'm going to click on footwear, and I'm going to cancel this out, right? And I'm going to click on publish. So automatically what happens now, we are okay. Let's wait for this to get published. Let me rename this as well, engage shoppers, right? So basically what's happening, that my one single campaign, inside my one single campaign, I'm targeting different audiences and they are seeing the same ad, right? If you see this option for draft, just do a refresh if you've published all the campaign, and that error would be fixed as well. So basically what's happening over here, right? So footwear, Pakistani shoes and stuff. Let's wait for it to refresh, right? You remember, this was the campaign I created, and these are the two ad sets. Ad sets is basically the audience that I'm trying to target, right? And if I click on this and I go to ad level, I could see the exact ad the people are going to see. Now again, this is not an ad for the shoe, right? This is not an ad for the shoe, but I was just giving you an idea what you could do, right? And it could be any campaign. This was a page likes campaign. You can do it in an engagement campaign or anything, right? It's just the same thing, but I'm trying to give you an overview how you can do this. If you understand the concept of this, you're gonna make some real money with Facebook ads. Now suppose I want to target another audience, right? Similar to this, I've targeted footwear now. So the most important things to do is to test out your audience, which audience is getting you better results at lowest cost, right? So over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on suggestions. You can see the option for two shoes. You can see the option for, let's see, Adidas. Okay, Adidas is perfect. I love wearing Adidas shoes, right? I do a lot of sports myself, so you can see that the number of audience is quite small, 360,000 people who are engaged shoppers, right? If I uncheck that, you'd see that the number goes up to 870,000, which is basically really good. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to target multiple people, right? Because those multiple audience would make up a big audience, right? So I'm targeting Adidas. Okay, let's click on suggestion again. I was pretty much sure it's gonna give me names of other footwear company's name as well, like Nike Incorporation, right? Obviously Nike, everybody loves Nike. We've got Reebok, we've got Puma, we've got Under Armour, we've got New Balance, right? We've got Essex, right? We've got, okay, one more thing, if you notice, we've got Nike added over here as well, but there is also a targeting for people who are employees of who are employed by Nike. So I can also target those people, right? But again, I'm pretty much sure the number of people in my country right now would be really small. So if you're going worldwide or United States, this might be helpful for you as well, right? If you have any specific offer for them. So as you can see, I've targeted a lot of people over here, a lot of footwear companies. So I'm just gonna narrow it down with brands, because these are all brands, right? And I can again narrow it down with engaged shoppers, right? You might do something different over here. So this is basically testing out a bunch of audience together, right? So I'm going to narrow it down. If you don't remember how you could narrow it down, you can click on narrow option over here, and you can select engage shopper. Now let's see how much audience do we get over here. So you can see the audience size is significantly really small. If I do that, let me cancel this out. There's another keyword that you could use, that is online shopping. Now people who haven't purchased anything recently or clicked on an ad, but they're interested in online shopping. Let's see what happens now. So you can see that the audience size is really good now, 1.1 million, right? So this is another audience I could test, right? Because these are the people who are directly interested in footwear brands, right? So I can just do this, and I'm going to click on publish, and automatically my ad would be targeted to these people as well.